Good morning. So I'm going to show you the art journal that I decided I was going to go into and try to work on from like maybe the end of July to now. I was hoping to be closer to the end of this book, but I set a goal for Labor Day, and I'm probably either going to have to resign myself to the fact that I didn't finish it or extend my finish line, which is what I'll probably do. So parts of this book were, parts of it were started before I made got the idea to finish more journal work. So some of it is from the past, which I'll explain, and some of it I worked over as I was working along. So this is a Strathmore mixed media book. And this page has a bunch of underlayers. I think it was palette cleanup. And then not long ago, I went in and was playing with gouache and mark making and kind of worked over it a bit. And then these two pages, I kind of regret putting in the line work, although, yeah, this is July 16th. So for a long time, it was just, well, first of all, it was a list from 2020, I think, that I had scribbled in here. And then I went over it with some paint, and then I went over it with some line work. I mean, it is what it is. It's a journal. I think I liked it better before the line work, but there's my lesson. So, this was also some notes that I'd written down. I can't even remember what the notes were about, but then I went in and put paint over it, which I quite like this spread. A lot. I actually wish it was two paintings side by side. So these are the kinds of things that I want to learn. This in particular, against this little, is really chef's kiss. So I like this a lot. I don't remember what was underneath of these two pages, but this was also acrylic work, and then mark making, and then I think there was some gouache involved in this. But this is just a 2-page spread of some sort. Again, pretty typical Lisa Baker marks. There's writing underneath. So I think at one point I had used this to just jot random stuff down in. Which you'll see later a couple of pages where it looks like it just doesn't make any sense. So I really like this page a lot. This page is not like, well, and I kind of like the whole thing actually. This is when I started really thinking about landscape. And you can see by this one that I was contemplating, like fields and the horizon and the sky and all that. But this one in particular, I don't know what it is about this page that I like so much, but I really, really like this page a lot. And I think it looks better in person than it does on camera. This is a scribbly page of paint and marks again. There's writing under this. I don't know what I needed those notes for. And then we have pages that accidentally stick together. So I'll probably just tape that. This is things I needed to do. Hook up this, modem upgrade, website, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that is. Notes. Apparently this was a scribble session. I was scribbling out whatever it was I had written. Don't know what that is. No idea. This is some more things I wrote. I don't know what that's about. This is notes about visual language, transparent colors for masking. Notes I probably took while I was watching someone else paint, if I had to guess. This is acrylic and gouache. Kept it pretty simple. More linear shapes for sure. Another pen drawing, thinking about abstracts in this one. This is prices about, you know, like if I have to increase prices and what it would cost with shipping and me working out my business. This is at the beginning, sort of at the beginning of the grid journaling little phase that I've been in. I saw a lot of grid journaling on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, and it's even better when you come back to it than it was doing it. But anyway, this is acrylic, mark making, gouache, and collage. Another one started out as like a black and white session and turned into color. This one's really fun. You'll notice I did more on this page than I did on this page. I used a different outline for my squares or rectangles. This was a challenge where I listened to a song called Turning of the Tide and closed my eyes and drew while I was listening to the song with headphones. And that's what I drew. And I have, in particular this summer, have processed a lot of personal issues and grief. And this was part of my working out the feelings kind of business, where I was trying to work out my feelings through art and drawing and scribbling. And again, this one I drew while I had headphones on to a song called Dreamland. That's what I drew with my eyes closed. So I was just kind of letting myself process. I don't think this was while listening to a song, but I called it Hiding. And that was in 7/23. So there's that. Another scribble, doodle. And looking at this, I was doing this kind of stuff in my late teens and early 20s. I just didn't know what it was leading to. And I still find myself doodling that kind of stuff. Here's a double grid journal. How fun is this one? 7/26. So, you know, I don't feel bad about not completing this whole entire book because I did some pretty cool stuff. I did some pretty cool stuff. All right. This one's fairly recent. This one's been in the last couple of weeks. This is just using up paint. 8/12. Using up paint, playing with pastels, gouache, Posca markers. There's kind of like my favorite part of this whole thing. There's two favorite parts: the polka dots and the white scribble on the black. So, all right, another grid journal. Lots of blues. I love this periwinkle. 8/19, don't know. Maybe some sort of a bold, abstract-ish kind of a thing. Don't know. These are not in order. 7/18, another grid journal. And this seam looks like it's the middle of the book. So here we have it. This one was pretty recent, last couple of weeks. I can tell because I'm bringing in this Celadon color, which is actually that Titan Green Pale, excuse me. Another little practice at horizon line. I don't know why I find it so hard. You'd think landscapes would be very straightforward and non-fussy, but they're tricky. And then I'm coming close to the end. This one I just did a few days ago. This is very bold. This part fascinates me right here. This really fascinates me. But I also like these lines. And then this was cleaning off a palette and just being really splattery and really fast. Just trying to whip it all out really quick. Ooh, my nose is unhappy today. It's ragweed season. And then this is like kind of like big, you can kind of see some things behind the weeds here. All right, this one might be the last one. Let's see. It is, and I have some work to do. I have some work to do to finish this up, but I'm not unhappy with half of this book being filled in about 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. So there you have it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll give you the rest of the book, the other half, when I get it done. See you later.